Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of testing new makeup slash first impressions kind of thing. I literally have a whole drawer full of new makeup that I have yet to try out, and I figured why not do it on camera for you guys so you can see what I think about some of these products. And it's getting so overwhelming. I need to start using some of it. But anyways, if you guys want to see me create a full face using new makeup that I've never tried before, then just keep on watching. I don't know what I was doing with my hands, but it felt right, you know? Okay, so the first product I'm going to be using is actually not new. I did not have any new eyeshadow primers, but I'm just going to be taking my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just going to prime my eyelids, because I like to do my eyeshadow before my makeup, just in case there's any fallout or anything. But yeah, I don't have any new primers, so I'm just going to use this one today. Alright, so now for eyeshadow palettes. I have 3 here that I want to use today, or I have to choose from. I have 2 of the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, like the Vault palettes. I have Armed and Gorgeous and Ring the Alarm. And then I have this palette that I ordered forever ago off of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I literally cannot get myself to use it because it's just so pretty, and I don't want to use it or touch it or anything. But I don't think I'm going to be using this today because I literally just did like a bright, not crazy, but I did a bright look on my Instagram, which I literally just posted today. So if you haven't checked it out, go follow my Instagram and go check it out. But yeah, I think I'm going to hold off on this a little bit longer and just go in with the Jaclyn Hill, the Vault palettes, because I want to use Armed and Gorgeous because it's more like green, and I'm wearing like an army green shirt right now. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do today. So this is what her palette looks like. It's got like green and yellows in it. Alright, so we're not going to set our eyeshadow primer today because I don't have one, or I don't have anything to set it with. I do have this powder, but I want to test this powder on my face, not my eyes. So I'm not going to be setting my eyeshadow primer today. I think I'll be okay. The first shade I'm going to be taking is called Access. And I'm going to go ahead and put that into my crease. I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush that has nothing on it, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out. And then I'm going to go in with that same brush, and I'm going to take the shade, Secure, right there. And I'm putting that in my crease as well. I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush again. I'm just going to blend out the edges. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of the shade Access that I used earlier to help blend that out. Alright, so next is the outer corner. Actually, I'm going to go in the crease again with the same brush. I'm going to take the shade Smooth Criminal, just a little bit of it, because I want to start transitioning into like a brown so I can add that green on my outer corner. Because I feel like if I add that green with that orange, it's not going to go together. So I'm going to put a little bit of brown in my crease. I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush again and try to blend it out. Got a little bit of a line right there. The shadows were working pretty good, but I don't know why that spot right there isn't blending. But we're going to go on and move to the next shade, and hopefully that will help blend that out. But I'm going to take the shade Top Secret, which is that really pretty green. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush, just making sure I wipe it off on a little towel. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my outer corner. So far these shadows are really great. I haven't really had any issues with them, like I said, besides that one little spot, but hopefully this green will cover that. And then I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. I don't know how I feel about this green and this yellow together. It's just not like this green and this orange. But you'd think it would go together because it's literally, this is what this palette's about. But it's not like, I mean, it could be where I'm putting the green. but I'm not a huge fan. But I'm not loving it. Alright, so let's just move on to the lid and see if that helps. I'm going to take the shade Classified right here. And that's going to be my lid color. And I'm not going to spray my brush or anything. I'm just going to go straight into the shadow with my brush and hope it works. I'm going to try my finger. I'm not really loving that. Yeah, it works a lot better with your finger. I wasn't a huge fan of the brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take that brush again and dip a little bit into Prowl, which is like this brown. And I'm just gonna like put that directly on my outer corner, kind of where I put that green, just to kind of warm it up a little bit. Make it a little bit more brownish green rather than like straight up green. I feel like that's what's throwing me off. I'm going to go ahead and blend that shimmer together so there's no harsh lines. I'm just taking a clean, smaller blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the edge a little bit better. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for my eyeshadow for right now. Am I in love with this palette? It's like, honestly, it's like any basic palette I've tried before. Nothing about it is wowing me. I mean, everything's blending fine. The colors in it are really pretty, but it's just a matter of trying to figure out how to get them to work together. Cause, I mean, this eyeshadow look doesn't look bad now that I have like the lid color on, but just something about it, I don't know if it's just me looking in the viewfinder, but something about it's like throwing me off. I don't know if it's like the warm, like yellow I put in the crease or what. We'll just see what it looks like when I finish up the rest of my face, because I always do eyeshadow looks and I hate them, and then I do like the rest of my makeup and I actually start to like it, so we'll see. For primer, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Spackle Mist Prime Set and Refresh Spray. This I got at TJ Maxx for $3.99, and I was really lucky because I've been seeing a lot of people on Instagram finding this for like $7, so I got super lucky, but I'm just going to go ahead and spray this on my face. Oh, the mist is nice. It doesn't really have a smell. It just smells like nothing, really. So I'll let that dry. And then for my actual primer, I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I got a little mini size because I wanted to try it first before I got the full size. So it's a little mini guy and it's so cute. But let's be realistic. I probably won't go through it anyways because I have so many primers in my collection. So I just figured I'd get this little guy and test it out first. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. So I am so excited. Oh, I don't like the smell. I mean, I'm not a huge like smell stuff. Like the smell of stuff doesn't really bother me. It's not a very strong scent, but it's definitely there, you know? Oh, it is gripping. Oh my god, I love it. I love primers that have like a good grip to them, and this feels like glue, like sticky like glue. So maybe my foundation will stick like glue, girl. For foundation today, I'm going to be trying the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup All Day Wear Foundation. I've heard amazing things about this, so I picked it up. It was actually on sale, coincidentally, at Walmart when I was actually looking for it. I think it was on sale for like $5 or something. So I have the shades Warm Beige L4 and Ivory L2, and I don't know which shade I'm going to be. I mean, they look the same, honestly. This one's a little bit lighter, that's because this is the ivory shade, so I think I'm going to go in with this first. And if I need to darken it, I'll go ahead with L4 and just deepen it up a little bit. But yeah, this definitely has like a stick to it for sure. It is a thicker consistency, thicker than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit more liquidy. But that is okay, I don't mind. Just the fact that this is like almost the lightest shade and I'm tanned right now is pathetic. Like, whether it's the brand's fault or just my fault for being pale AF, like, I cannot believe that this is L2 and it matches my tan skin. So that means I'm gonna have to get a lighter shade for the winter, because I only get paler than this, girlfriend. I don't get any I don't get any darker. I get paler. But so far, so good. I love the luminosity it's giving the skin. I'd be curious to see how long it lasts throughout the day on my oily skin, you know? But so far, so good. And the coverage is perfect for me. Like, it's not too full, but it's not too light either. It's like just right, you know? I love the luminosity. Like, yes, I'm an oily skin gal, like so oily, but I love when foundations just give me this dew and it just looks like skin when you put it on. Like, the Estee Lauder Double Wear does this. It might, actually, Estee Lauder Double Wear is a little bit less luminous, but it definitely has like that dew to it until you set it. Alright, I just put my hair up into like a really messy ponytail just to get it out of my face for right now. I'll take it down afterwards, but this foundation definitely did oxidize just a little bit, maybe like a shade or two darker. But other than that, looking at this foundation up close, I'm obsessed with the way it looks on my skin. The way it looks on my skin honestly reminds me of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, but this one's just a tad bit more dewy. And I really, really like it. I'm not mad at it because I set my foundation anyways. So when foundation has this kind of dew, I don't mind it because I'm going to have to set it and it's going to get rid of that, like, that dewy look anyways. For concealer, I have yet to try the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I do have the white one and I tried using that as like an eyeshadow base and I wasn't a huge fan. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I didn't like it. So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like on the skin. I am scared it's going to be way too light, so I might not be able to use it. Okay, I'm just going to start off with a little bit under my eye because it is really light. Like, too light, I feel like. Who am I kidding? A little bit? This is a lot. I usually do more than this. But maybe it will darken, or maybe my powder will darken it a little bit. I don't know, but I really want to try this concealer because everybody loves it. So this is in the shade Fair 04. So I could probably go darker, but then again, winter's coming and I get lighter, so... Actually, that's like not too light at all. That's like the perfect amount of brightness for me. Not obsessed with it. It's not as dewy as my foundation. It's a little bit more of a matte concealer. The coverage, it's there, but it's not as full coverage as I like my concealers. I was kind of comparing this to the Jeffree Star concealer because that one's my favorite right now. It's like hands down my favorite concealer. Also, the Makeup Revolution concealer is one of my favorites. And this one I'm just not like in love with. Like, if this was the only thing on this planet that I could use, I'd definitely use it as a concealer, but it's not my favorite. On this side of my eye, like right here, it's kind of clinging to dryness and stuff. And I like my concealers to be a little bit more on the dewy side, as weird as that sounds. I just feel like it helps make my under eyes not look as dry. But overall, not the worst concealer I've ever tried, but also not the best as far as right now. But I do want to see how it bakes. So for baking today, I'm going to be taking the the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light. I've heard really good things about this. I purchased this spring, Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I have yet to try it. So, oh, this is nice. It's got like a lid. Oh, I love that. I love that it has this. So smart. It makes everything so much less messy. So for baking, if you guys saw my last video, I'm currently obsessed with using the microfiber sponge to set, like to bake with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bake my under eyes and just pray it doesn't darken my under eyes because that would suck. And I'm also not sure if Cover FX has a lighter setting powder shade than this one, Translucent Light. So if it does darken my concealer, we're gonna have some problems. Alright, so now I'm gonna dust this away because I don't need to let it sit for too long. I just like to at least get the powder down. And then I take the rest and put it on the rest of my face. So it did darken my concealer. But honestly, I feel like all powders do that at this point, unless you get like a really, really light shade. But it's not awful. It's not like it made it like orange or something like that. It did definitely darken it. But like I said, it's not awful. It's not like it made it like 10 shades darker or whatnot. It just made it so it's the same shade as my face, but I love the way this powder feels. It doesn't feel tight. You know how like some powders, if you bake under your eyes, it feels tight and you like can't move and like whatever, you know, like you move your face like this and it's like so tight. This doesn't do that. I don't feel that tightness at all, but I would be curious to see if they have maybe a lighter shade than this that I could bake with. If not, I can just use this as a regular setting powder rather than trying to bake with it, and just keep it away from my under eyes and only do it on the rest of my face. Up close though, that powder looks really, really good on my skin. It just looks like it smoothed everything out. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of the Coty Airspun and the Jeffree Star powder, the way it looks right now. Alright, so now for bronzer. I have these two palettes. Oh no, I have two palettes and bronzer. I have so much more in my drawers, but I took out the stuff I really want to focus on today. But I have the Maybelline City Bronzer in 100. I have this Cover FX little palette that I got in my BoxyCharm. And it has like a bronzer, highlight, blush, that kind of stuff. And then I have the Cheek Leader palette. But this has the shade Hula in it, which I'm not going to be using because I've tried Hula before, so that wouldn't be a first impressions. But today I think I'm going to be using this one from Maybelline. I've been dying to try it. And like I said, it's in the shade 100. I'm just going to go ahead and take my favorite bronzing brush at the moment. Dip it in there. Oh wow, that's so pretty. That's like the perfect bronzer shade for me. I don't like anything that's like too red or too gold. I like something that's like just right, like just in the middle, you know? I love the way this bronzer looks. It's not overly pigmented, so you can like build it up to the perfect amount of bronzer that you want. Of course, you can load your brush on and make it really pigmented, but me, I just like to dip my brush, tap it off if I have to, apply it, good to go. I'm loving that. I am loving that. And it looks good. It blended perfectly on the skin. It didn't cling to any spots and nothing. So I'm not complaining. Now for blush. I think I'm going to use this blush today. This is from the Cover FX palette I just showed you. This is the Perfector Face Palette in light to medium. I'm going to take the blush in the shade Sublime. Right there. Don't mind this like blurry mirror. It still has the plastic on it. But yeah, I'm going to take that today, and that's going to be my blush. Oh, it's pretty pigmented, so just be aware of that. You only need a little bit. Oh yeah, see? That's really, really pigmented, but it's blending out just fine. So if you do put on a little bit too much, just start off by kind of dabbing on the apples of the cheeks, and then kind of like brush off your brush a little bit, and then kind of blend it back. But I love this blush. This is really pretty. I'm not liking my under eyes, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if it's the concealer. I feel like it's the concealer, not the powder, because the powder looks fabulous on the rest of my face. But that concealer just like really caked up my under eyes. But this blush is so pretty. I'm obsessed with that. Okay, so I have quite a few highlighters I want to try today. I have the Benefit Cheek Leader palette, like the little mini guy. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter and the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. And I cannot decide. I've heard amazing things about all of these. I think I'm going to go in with the Benefit one because I've been really dying to try this. I bought this forever ago because of the highlighter that's in here. Honestly, Hula, whatever, Gold Rush, blush, never tried it, but I wanted to try the cookie highlighter, which they also, good thing I'm trying this, they just came out with like a single, like, hard to explain, but the middle highlighter in here called Cookie was only a palette exclusive, and they just came out with singles of it. So if you just wanted the Cookie highlighter and not the rest of these, you could totally go get it. So yeah, let's try it out. I'm excited. I can't wait. I didn't get a lot on my face because I tapped my brush in there. I got nervous. After trying the Coty Airspun highlighter, I like lightly tap my brush into every single highlighter I use first because I get nervous that it's going to be too much. Ooh, that's really pretty. So if I like this highlighter and I end up using it a lot, that's kind of good to know that they have it in singles now, so I don't have to keep buying this palette and wasting product. Because honestly, this Gold Rush blush looks a little bit too shimmery for a blush for me. The Hula bronzer I'll use for sure because I love that bronzer. And it doesn't emphasize texture, it just blends into the skin. It's that perfect shade, like, oh, that is so pretty. Okay, now I know what all the hype's about for this highlighter, and I'm so happy I finally tried it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take that little setting mist again. Maybe this will help with my under eyes a little bit. Kind of smells like MAC Fix Plus, but the mist is out there. Like, the mist reminds me of MAC Fix Plus, honestly. Like how it kind of like, you know, like it's not a fine mist. It's like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's more just like a regular mist where it kind of just like gross, you know? But so far I don't hate it. I'll be curious to see what it does to my under eyes, if it does anything at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, that setting spray did help my under eyes just a little bit. I feel like they don't look nearly as cakey as they did. But anyhow, now for the brows. I have a little mini of the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. I got a little mini guy because I wanted to try it first and see how it is. I got the shade Soft Brown, which one of you guys actually told me it might be too dark for me. So I'm gonna give it a try and see if it is. Because if it is, then I can return it and get a lighter shade. But what I've been seeing people do is like lining their brows like they would with Dip Brow and then setting it with this. So I'm gonna try that today. Like, they literally take this thing, they put their brush to it like this, and they fill in their eyebrows. And I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to me. You can just go ahead and put this directly on your brow, which I'm gonna actually try. I'm gonna try that first and see what it does. No way. Knock it off. Knock it off for right now. It looks like I filled in my eyebrows, but I didn't. And that was just using this, like this little brush. Let me try the other side. Knock it off. Like, literally all I need to do now is kind of clean up the edges a little bit, because obviously it grabbed like every little hair. But stop it. And this shade is a little, like a touch too dark maybe, but it's obviously not the worst either. Like, I could probably make this one do, but a lighter shade would probably be a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows a little bit, just because that's obviously not the most precise thing ever. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my foundation that I used with like an angled brush, like so. Just pick up a little bit of product. Just kind of clean up the edges. I really like this eyebrow gel so far. I am not complaining one bit. But let's go ahead and finish up the under eyes. So I'm just gonna take the first shade I used called Access, smoke that underneath, like so. And then I'll take that brush that I used that glitter with, and I'm gonna take Top Secret, which was that green. And I'm just gonna smoke that on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to be taking the shade VIP and just putting that on my inner corner and my brow bone. Usually I would just use my highlighter color that I used on my face. But I'm just going to use this today. This is really pretty. I cannot get over my eyebrows right now. It took 5 seconds and it looked like I filled in my eyebrows, but I didn't. So for mascara, I have 3 different mascaras that I can't decide on. I have the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, the Too Faced Man Eater Mascara, and the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. And I can't decide. I'm going to use the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara because this one has been sitting in my drawer for a hot minute. And it just needs to be tested out. So that's what we're going to use. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. The wand looks like a regular like mascara wand, nothing too crazy. Not bad. If you don't know right now, one of my favorite mascaras is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I love that. It is so good, it cannot do you wrong. I just love the way that mascara makes my lashes look. And this one kind of reminds me of it. like the way it's making my lashes look, but I feel like the Essence one makes my lashes look a little bit better. And the Essence one is a lot cheaper than this. Like, I'm not mad at it. It's not the worst mascara I've ever tried. It is pretty good, but it's not my favorite. Like, now I feel like it's just making my lashes look a little bit clumpy. Where the Essence one that I've been using, the second coat, my lashes usually don't get this clumpy. Like, it usually takes like 3 or 4 coats for it to get as clumpy as this looks right now. But I still like it. I do like that like clumpier lash look, so. But so yeah, like I said, I'm not mad at this mascara, but it's also not my favorite. My lashes do look really, really good, but then again, I'm comparing it to one of my favorite mascaras. So, you know, it's gotta beat my favorite mascara in order for it to qualify, but it is still really good. Like, I do like it. Alrighty, so now for lips, I have these 2 lippies. I have this Becca Ultimate Lipstick in the shade Mauve. I don't know. And then I have this Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss, I think. I don't even know. What is this? I don't even know what it is. I think it's a lip gloss. It says Dominique Cosmetics Peach Tea. Is it a lip gloss? Is it a liquid lip? I think I'm gonna go with this one today, the Dominique Cosmetics one. It's in the shade Peach Tea, like I said. And yeah, I think it's a lip gloss because it's like that sticky feeling, like that sticky lip gloss feeling, not like a liquid lip where it's more like liquidy. Tastes good. Tastes like cupcakes. So this lip gloss is more on like the clear gloss side rather than more opaque. It is still really pretty. It does add like a little touch of pink to the lips, but it is more on the clear side. So if you're looking for something that's like this kind of pink and super opaque, you're not going to get that with this because it is just like kind of like a sheer gloss. So I'm not going to be doing lashes today because I don't have any new lashes, and it would kind of defeat the purpose of me trying this mascara too, to see what it like does for the lashes, you know? So I'm just going to go ahead and set my face one last time with that Laura Geller spray. But so yeah guys, that completes today's video. I want to say the only thing I really wasn't a huge fan of was probably the concealer and the mascara. Everything else worked beautifully. I had no issues with blending, pigmentation, nothing. The eyeshadow worked amazing. I really, really liked it. I had that one little spot where it kind of left like a line, but that got fixed easily. I love my eyebrows. I feel like that dip brow stuff is like quick, easy. Like if you are the kind of person where you have to fill in your eyebrows every single day, but you are on a time crunch, let's say one morning, that's going to be perfect for you. You throw that on and you're good to go. The gloss is really, really pretty. The highlight, everything I really like. The only thing is the concealer and the mascara I wasn't like in love with, but I also don't hate it either. I pretty much loved everything that I tried today, but just these 2 weren't my favorite. Everything else, highly recommend. But so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below and give this video a big thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. And also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!